Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hello Dave. We're going to start this week off with a number of smaller challenge focused news. Wow, that was difficult to say. I have created a new channel over on Discord. It happens quite often, but this one is more related to Hello Dave because sometimes I miss a news here or there that maybe I wanted to include, or maybe I get them late. Or maybe you just spot something, maybe you spot some cool projects on there that you think should belong in Hello Dave. I've created a channel specifically for where you can post stuff you find around that you think, hey, that could be cool for Astro to talk about in the next week's Hello Dave. Please keep it to post and then take discussions in some of the other channels on Discord, as too long discussions is just going to clutter up, make it more difficult for me to figure out what exactly is there. And I also want to say that posting in the channel does not equal that it is going to be part of Hello Dave. I am going to be reading through it and selecting out from it. So again, it's not a promise that it'll be there, but the chances are a lot bigger if you post it in there. Some other channel-related news. Some of you guys who've been with me for a while will know that a while back I did a lot of these cockpit review videos. There haven't been one in quite a while. And the reason for that is that a while back when I did my server upgrade, I messed up, lost my array, and with that array, I actually also lost the submissions for cockpit reviews. So you guys sent in a lot of different submissions for cockpits, and those that wasn't used, well, they're gone, basically. So I thought, you know what, it's about time we do a season 2 of cockpit reviews. And therefore, if you're not familiar with the series, actually, we'll start there. It's basically a series where you guys send in pictures of your home cockpit, where you sit, where do you play your games, and I then take those pictures and I make a video out of it. I look at the pictures, we talk about the equipment you have and stuff like that. There's a whole playlist full of these with the ones I already have. Go check that out. But if you want your cockpit in a future cockpit review video, then send a few pictures and a little description of what it is you got, like maybe a little bit with your equipment or stuff like that. And when you do take the pictures, a lot of people really like to take pictures in the dark because it looks cool with all the lighting, and it does, but it looks terrible when you actually take pictures because you can only see the light because the phone that people use, they can't expose. So we can just see the light up buttons and we can't really see what equipment you're using. So while I know you guys think it looks super cool in the dark, if you want to show off your RGB, you can include the shots, of course, but please take some shots in the light as well with the lights on, because otherwise it's going to be very, very difficult. But yeah, as I said, send pictures, short description. You don't have to write a full novel about it, just a short description, and send it to downtoearthastronomy@gmail.com. You can find that email in the description below as well. And next up, actually just 10-15 minutes ago, just before I started recording this video, I got an email saying, congratulations, your channel has passed 20 million views. That's a lot. I mean, I know I've been doing YouTube for many, many years now, but 20 million is still a lot for me. Also, the next major milestone I think I'm going to be passing is the 100,000. This is the big 100K subscribers, the one that gives the plaque. I'm 7,000 subscribers away right now, so shouldn't be too far, fingers crossed. But yeah, that is also coming up, and as I've said before, there is for 100,000, as it is the one with the plaque and just one of the bigger ones. I am going to be doing something, do some kind of celebrations out of it. The whole scope of it is not really planned out yet, but there will be some giveaways of both physical and digital goods. So there are both some hands-on equipment you can win. It's going to be maybe some games or some stuff we can find, whatever I can get my hands on. And I'm going to do a number of different, more special events, stuff a little bit out of the ordinary that I maybe don't do that often. Maybe do some longer live streams. I've done these 12-hour, 24 hours once before. Maybe I'm going to do long live streams. I don't know. But again, we'll see when we get a little closer and I can begin the actual planning for that. But yeah, just want to finish off and say thanks a lot, Troll guys, for sticking with me for all these many, many years, and for continuously watching my videos. Really means the world to me. And now that the bunnies are done being angry, let's go ahead and take us some in-game news. In Elite Dangerous, Salvation seems to be just about to fire the super weapon again, killing a whole bunch of Thargoids. There's a lot of stuff happening with some Thargoid invasions and Salvation trying to get the super weapon fired off. There's some community goals running right now with people collecting Guardian stuff for the super weapon so they can go and nuke some Goids. Now, obviously, I don't know where all this is going to lead, but what I do know is that this is not going to be like the beginning of a big, massive final encounter with the Thargoids, because Frontier's already told us that there's going to be some large narrative events happening in November, and everybody is pretty much expecting that that's going to be the end of this Salvation saga and the whole story with Salvation and the Thargoids. That story is probably going to come to a close in November. But all this, I think, is just building up to it, and it's probably like a one step in just annoying the Thargoids a little bit more, so I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see them be more aggressive. They're going to begin setting more stations on fire. They're going to begin moving closer and closer into the bubble again, as we've seen them do multiple times, but each time they seem to just be on the brink of getting into Sol, and then they always push back at the last minute. But we'll see how this develops, but at least... yeah, if you're interested, you can head over to HIP22460. There should be a lot of stuff going on over there if you're flying around. Over in Star Citizen, we got a new vehicle, like unannounced, just dropped like on Friday into the PTU, and this is the Centurion. Centurion is a large ground vehicle that's basically just like a mobile turret. It has this huge turret on the back with 4x4 laser repeaters. I think they're rhinos. And it does quite a bit of damage. Now, it is a surface vehicle. You can drive it around, and it has these like hydraulic legs that can lift the whole vehicle off the ground so you can get a nice solid base. I'm not really sure how much gameplay it actually adds when you lift it up. I think you can still use the turret even though it's on these wheels. But anyway, as a ground defense vehicle, I think it is going to be very interesting, especially putting that stuff at Jumptown when they're running the Jumptown dynamic events. Because it's going to be, I think, good at defending a fixed area. It's not something you want to move around because you're going to have a ship that can carry it. As I said, it is huge. So you're going to need something big like a C2 or something like that to actually carry this thing around. The downside of this thing is it is quite vulnerable to fire. I mean, obviously it's not going to be moving around a lot, meaning it's going to be an easy target for ships. So I don't see it being one of those that you just park two of them and then you have basically just air superiority in an area. You are going to need spaceships still if you want to keep these guys clear of bad guys, but they can definitely act as a very nice amount of DPS support from the ground. Especially if you are managing to hide them from people, so they are maybe coming in, they only see a number of ships and they think, okay, that's fine. And they go in and then all of a sudden, like these surface-based turrets just open up and absolutely obliterate people, blow them out of the sky. So I can definitely see them, especially with Jumptown maybe being something people want to take out and place there. That leads me on to the live stream tomorrow. I don't really know what to live stream, not because I'm missing stuff to do, quite the opposite, more because I have too much stuff I want to do. Of course, there's stuff happening in Elite. I hit a ground wall in Elite with Howard. I'm doing these covert missions, and it's one of those like covert missions are not my favorite. I will admit that. And when I have so many other games I really want to spend time and play, finding the will to go in and run covert missions on Howard has been lacking. I'll say that. So I kind of hit a grind wall. That's also why you haven't seen any videos lately with Howard. But maybe we're gonna go and do some more of those missions on the live stream. Maybe I'm gonna go and play some No Man's Sky. It's been a while since I've been live streaming that. Or alternatively, I also want to go back in and continue the story in Hard Space Shipbreaker. I kind of started that but never really finished it. So that could be fun going in and continuing that. So I don't know. Comment section below, I guess. What do you want to see? Should we go on Howard and run some covert missions? Should we run in on Hard Space Shipbreaker and salvage some ships and cut some ships to pieces? Or are you more interested in watching some No Man's Sky? comment section below. That's good for this week. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.